Well, here is another Victoria 2 After Action report I've been doing since last September. This is my Albania game that turned into Yugoslavia, my first time playing as both of them. So, of course, at the beginning of the game I had to screw over Turkey to end the War of Tripoli because you can't release a country when you're at war. So I did that, so I then was able to play Albania. And then after that, I was feared by Turkey, but I didn't get to really do much since they would not help me whatsoever. Plus, they were going to be a dead great power eventually very soon, especially since they lost their war of Tripoli. Then, after a bit, the British feared me, so I had them go around and do stuff for me. I took over Montenegro. I took Sicily away from two Sicilies. I took over Panama away from Colombia, and then the British took Panama Canal from me sometime later. Assholes. And I've managed to get to the Scramble of Africa. And look at that nice colony I got. And then eventually I was able to be strong enough to become a great power, or on the verge of doing so. So then I started to get aggressive, and I started taking over parts of the Ottomans away. Slowly started spreading out, and then eventually I was able to get a unification Kazabeli on not only Turkey, but Austria, which you see did not end up so well, as me and Germany allied to carve up Austria, and I was able to form Yugoslavia. And then after that, I eventually just went over the infamy limit, and oh my god, that has been hell. Fucking hell to deal with. And of course, I took over parts of China just recently, when I got the Boxer Rebellion thing. Oh god, there was at one point in this war, oh yeah, and I helped Belgium, took someone away from France. I took this part of France over, but I gave it to Belgium because I figured it would be better for them, as they're my puppet and all that. That's why their name's not showing up. I literally had to fight all the great powers multiple times, like the last 30 years in the game, and it was freaking hell. I spent earlier today like 4 hours and about 7, 8 plus years fighting like 4 or 5 containment wars. It was insane. There was one war I literally fought the UK, France, Germany, Italy, Russia, and Turkey all at once, and I beat them in just 2 months of fighting because I just laid traps on my border. Germany, Russia, and Turkey and all them just kept falling for it over and over and over again. Didn't even have to do anything. Just move troops back and forth. Bam! They just died. And I was able to hold off for the win. So yeah, I am so glad I'm done with this. This was like this last like 30 years of the game have been like some of the most stressful I've played since I think my Cuba game of last year, because that was insane, having all the great powers just gang up on me over and over and over again. And as you see, I'm at war with Denmark right now because guess what? They keep continuously attacking me, which I find strange, since I've beaten them 3 times already. I mean, look at their war score to compare to mine. You'd think they'd be too scared to fight, but they're not. So I put up over, I think, almost 4,000 points. This is definitely a very successful Albania game. And of course, my first game is Yugoslavia. I still want to eventually play other countries to form Yugoslavia, and maybe I'll do a much better result. Albania is probably, I think Albania might be a little bit better than Serbia in terms of like population at the start of the game. But I'm sure they're like Bosnia. I don't think Bulgaria can't form it, but I'm sure there are other countries that would probably make much better choices to try and form Yugoslavia other than Albania. But that is the results, and here is the final map.